Ag Day is brought to you by Empower Dairy from Merck Animal Health. Only Merck Animal Health combines technology and biopharma products for a true full solution approach to dairy management. See how at m-power-dairy.com.
It's not just grain farmers that are keeping a close eye on the changing trade situation. The dairy industry is also steering through unpredictable waters. Our Farm Journal team examining trade as part of the annual State of the Dairy Industry report. And Ag Day's Michelle Rook joins me. Michelle, U.S. cheese exports have been a bright spot.
Yeah, Clinton, cheese exports were strong to start the year before President Trump's announced tariffs. However, the dairy export market has held up well despite new trade uncertainty, which is important as exports account for 15 to 20% of U.S. dairy sales annually. The reason is tariffs haven't hit our largest cheese customer, Mexico. With U.S. processing expansion and flat domestic demand for especially cheese, the U.S. dairy industry relies on exports. But the U.S. caught a break with USMCA partners not being subject to higher tariffs.
New Mexico is the most important part of the puzzle for U.S. cheese and U.S. milk powders. And so long as that's not center stage, we're okay.
Plord says they continue to watch for tariff developments, though, with other big customers, including Japan and South Korea.
And if you look at the March data where we did very well, we did win some sales in those regions. And so if this little 90-day period expires and all of a sudden we have a retaliatory situation with those countries, that would be a problem as well.
The escalation of Chinese tariffs shut off U.S. sales, but they buy lower valued products like whey, lactose, and permeate for pig feed. Still, that market started normalizing even before tariffs were eased.
It took about a week or so, and you start to hear about some of the different workarounds where other products were going to China, and we were replacing the other products somewhere else in the world.
Plord says the biggest global competitors are Europe and New Zealand, but with Europe's higher prices, U.S. cheese exports were up 16% in January and February.
In the month of March, we exported 109 million pounds of cheese. That was the second biggest month ever.
That was before announced tariffs. But even with the risk of a trade war, Plord is optimistic about the future for U.S. dairy exports.
But at the end of the day, I still think that the U.S. has the best platform, best available, immediately available, ready platform for growth to serve the world.
I'm Michelle Rook reporting for Ag Day.